Overpass has been a tried and tested method for the Movistar riders.
Even though it's not great for them, you can't blame them because Big did the same thing last night. If you remember, they even talked about how, yeah, we're not very good at Overpass, but they're worse. So we're fine picking this map and risking it all. And that's the kind of move Movistar have gone for. That being said, sAw got 14 rounds against Big in that game. So considering their history together, I wouldn't say it's impossible for sAw to take this away. But they would have to break a 5-map loss streak on Overpass alone.
Yeah, something I will say, sAw have played this map a hell of a lot more than the Movistar have. So maybe they've learned some new things over the course of all this experience in officials. Bit of back and forth over towards Monster, but in the end, Movistar riders do get into B. They've got Roman left to get past Story here as well, but they're kind of in rough positions. Gonna be rough to try win this. It's a damn good go at it. But in the end, the Movistar riders pull up.
Pull up with a win. Scoot's good, Harry. That was like the poshest.
That was the poshest.
Scoot. Scoot, my good sir.
Scoot, young Byron. Bounce to bust a rhyme.
Busting, as they say.
Busting.
Booster. But no, that's a pistol round for Movistar. Just about one shot from death on that final player. And look at the Mac 10s, Harry. It screams B-rush. It screams brush.
Screaming brush.
Oh.
There's one from Davig's Mac 10. And with that double kill, that should just be the round converted, really. They run it straight through Monster. Honestly, I feel like I so often see this cool betray teams, right? Like just going for the Monster play. The amount of times I've seen them run through a Monster smoke with a flash that's dodged into like a double setup and just get churned up in a choke point. That doesn't happen in the Movistar riders. I actually find that quite cool.
Yeah, well, there wasn't really a stack there or any means. You know, second round, you have a scout out, so Story's playing middle.
Yeah, but you know how it goes, man. 5-7 up close to the Monster tunnel, and suddenly it's like plop.
If sAw played a setup for the Monster rushing, they gambled B and they had a flash. They had 2 players playing close, a third on the pillar. Suddenly, yeah, you're cooking with something, but you know, there's a lot of familiarity between these teams, and even if we may not be familiar with the matchups on Overpass before, they certainly are. So there will be a degree of mind games, you would imagine, between these two captains, trying to figure out what the other one will not expect. Find that gap, exploit it. Right now, it's only an eco for sAw, so Movistar should be able to run up 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you saved 3 of the 4 sport guns out of that round. So there's still something in this for sAw. Sick. Love that for Moppos.
Not ideal.
So, bro, just take a little breather. Calm, buddy. It's all good.
Stress is on, right?
It's an anti-eco round. Come on now.
Bloodlust, thirsting for it. Oh, aggression and easy kill.
I just can't get over how many times he shot it.
Like
it was like 3 dinks in a row. Just did it.
If you know, you know. B stack. They're leading a third down. It's mistimed. Story with the scout. Might be able to prime a couple of targets, but kills here, it won't be easy. They're closing the gap.
Story. Back of bank with this scout.
Oh,
but Moppos, wouldn't you know it, he's in B. And he said down the line, I'm in B. And so now everyone else, they also want to be in B. But look at this. Oh, the rotate from sAw, cut down by Moppos. They make it interesting for a moment there, but thinned out by the Mac 10s. It's a Movistar round. They stick the landing on those conversions, Hugo.
Yeah.
Now sAw are going to be buying.
Big guns out right now. Want to see that AWP starting very strong on the CT side as well. Movistar still have some Mac 10s. That's always going to be in the back of your head when it comes to your purchase. Maybe the requirement to get helmet in the first gun round. Story doesn't care though, he's got the AWP. However, he can get it. Martinez as well, he's impressed me a lot. I'd say him and Mopos have been the key players for Movistar in this tournament. Martinez, even when he's got off with massive rounds and massive games and they've still lost, he's always been there, it feels like. And with big boots to fill. We all know the previous AWP player for this team. And the heights that Sumpires has gone on to reach with Ents. Movistar would love to repeat history. My god, that's one way to get the mid-info. But Toilet smoke down, they got the molly to push sAw back there in the bomb site. Even Story doesn't want to hang around on what is, yes, a very dangerous angle. But he's got to care about long. That AWP is trained in while Story jumps around and looks for info. Tries to figure out where he can scope first.
This A play is coming in though, up close. Roman, that first point of contact. Story back in the sight. That AWP ready to go for sAw. Util starts to come over.
Through. So
they're ahead of the smoking toilet. Story.
Wow.
In with the first. Roman dead. So now it's got to be this man's round. It's got to be his Story. Over at the truck, pen in hand. Sword as well. Flash leaves him blind, and no history made today. sAw gets into the site. Plant coming in, and he even covers that bomb plant. Alex dead. Mutir is the man to step up and trade, and they're even going to retrieve both those AWPs at the end of the round. Oh,
yeah,
no,
they'll
they
go
trade
with
one out.
That's safer. Get one. You know you're wrecking the money early. You're going to see some B plays. You don't need double AWP on this map really. You can get away with it, but even Furia don't really, or haven't in the past. I do like that alternative smoke that saw through, even though it almost got them killed. Just a little deeper in toilets. Mopos does find the gap, but it allows you to hide out inside of it if you want to run away from the short play. That's often the problem with that close position for Roman. If you're getting split from toilets and divider, you're a dead man. But he gets a lot done. 1 kill and 50 damage to 2 more players. He really set sAw up for the retake there. sAw hold on, find their first, but here's that rebuy for the Riders. Flash doesn't go out. Taking B short, but sAw just spamming for now. Haven't really seen many short takes in the Overpass games we've been watching here. Lot more assaulting utility, this kind of stuff, right? These mollies that combo with nades, combo with spam, sometimes even boosts into boosts. We saw that yesterday in the sAw big game. So sAw are still going to remain proactive towards this B short area, even if it doesn't mean necessarily taking the space and putting feet down.
No, I mean, it's always the way, right? You'll remain active if they let us, and...
I knew it was coming. Oh, grenades!
sAw will.
They dodge it.
Mutira's got himself out of the danger zone.
You could say he even saw it coming. Yep.
Ooh.
Peak form right now.
The A play's coming in. Story is just the tip of the iceberg lettuce. There's one. Story nails that shot.
Any more? Harry? Well, certainly. We're about to find out. Harry's Googling for lettuces. Meanwhile, Roman, he's been taken out. sAw will let him cook. Up long on his own, the rest up short, 20 seconds. Story iced out behind the site. There's mollies, there's smokes all surrounding him. He needs a kill here at bare minimum, and that's a beautiful flashbang trade. And Story hits one. He sees them, but he can't complete the kill. It's up to Jerks to go through the smoke and put Martinez into the clutch, albeit a save now. Realizes it's a little too far gone. And it's going to be sAw holding on for yet another on this top site. It's not pretty, it's very close in fact, but everyone trades effectively, and right now sAw are proving keen to go through these smokes, a dumpster, not respecting Movistar's utility. I imagine we're going to have to see a lot more of what we saw in round 3, say, which was the heavy a presence into a B lurk and rotate late. Some fakery might be afoot in this T side for Movistar. Let's see what they call in the timeout.
This was nice though. Little gem of a round out of Story with the AWP.
I've noticed the Movistar boys do bring their own hand warmers. They don't trust ours. They've got a goddamn heating station on the desk. You seen that?
Yeah. Yeah, can we see it again?
Show me Movi.
Look
That's
at that.
Cool.
Look at that.
Pumping out hot air all day, baby.
See, me and Hugo do a variety of this, right? Just breathe on his hands as the game's live.
That's how I won my 1v1, actually.
It's simple but effective. Don't knock it till you try it. New Jerks with the opener. Love that for him.
Oh, caught. I like that play. He dropped a nade, and he played behind the smoke that gets plumed by an HE. And so he wasn't spotted until it was already too late. Now back to B for Movistar, grouping through Monster. But this is desperate. You'd want to call a save, to be honest, in this position. Maybe davidji goes for a gun if there is one in connector, you would think. But sAw, of course, are giving up all of this real estate. They're playing their numbers. They're playing it safe. They want to build CT money. You can see no one has any spare change. So keeping as many alive is the goal. Flashed out is davidji. And Movistar, I mean, you've got to give it to them. If they're actually going to go for this one with now no flash, 2 smokes and molly, it should be impossible. Especially with this bait and switch, Materials will not be expected. That's an info flash. They don't even bite. Okay, Movistar, they're looking pretty ice cold right now. What can they deliver in this B hit?
Alex gonna have to come in like a rocket from the get-go. Crossing wide, he's made it deep within jail.
Big.
Oh, this is a combat clear. Combat Molotov dropped in over the top, and davidji gets the opener. This is a crazy round, but the plant denied. Just with enough of a gap there to get involved. And so he locks the Movistar Riders out of the B play.
Nice try for Movistar. The fact that they even go for it is commendable, but such a well-played round from sAw, right? sAw, rather. That smoke drop, the electronic smoke that we see in front of the barrels as Movistar are creeping up, it couldn't have been timed better. It was thrown about 25 seconds, which, you know, they didn't have any contact. They didn't hear anyone come out Monster. They just realized, like, if this B hit is coming, I may as well put the smoke up now. Too many players would leave that too late, and the Ts can go over barrels, they can chase, but Movistar got locked out by that smoke, forced into one uncomfortable plant, and just about found that angle. You're never safe with sAw in the sight. And now Movistar and Eco round this saved AWP. Less than ideal. One flash as well. These jumps should get Roman info. That's info. That's one way to get it. Hit by the Deagle. He'll live to tell the tale.
If anyone gets the temptation to jump the dice box, Martinez has got them. Oh, there's that AWP getting involved now. They've learnt about it. Story, there's one.
I love it.
Often been good to repel the A plays, right? He multi-killed in the last one. That was enough to keep Movistar out. He's going to try and do it again. Set up over towards the truck now. Playing this crossfire between him and this bank player on rotation of Mutira's. Story has a lot of freedom here to just pick and choose his fights. He's got teammates to swing off of him. So even if he starts getting pressured here, they should have the round locked in. Martinez, they're running him down. They're trying to remove this gun, and triple-faced. That's a round on the board for sAw as they now take the lead.
Story's playing very smart CS right now. As soon as he gets that wide peak, you know, kill on the divider player when his rifle goes down after one, he doesn't go back for more. He completely changes spot, goes to truck, and that's because he knows that The only way they can win that round, Movistar, is by utilizing that AWP. It already found a pick, and they weren't going to give it up anymore. So sAw makes sure that Martinez has to commit into the site to actually get anything done. And by that point, all his pistols are picked apart. It's not like a hero AK. It doesn't really want to play combat. Story, they're very close, buddy. Got to run. If daviG chased after that shot, he would have found that kill 100%. But a bit nervous. Movistar instead want to go for a contact move, and yeah, they have good timing to do this, sure, but sAw are going to get that info. It's inevitable, it's indubitable, as London Snake would say, because Story is still jump spotting on the site. Ooh. Is that a B smoke? I'll keep an eye on it for you, don't worry.
All right, please do. Looks like Monster.
Yeah, Monster smoke. They're in,
oh,
great
but
kill.
They're up. And Story out of position because he throws that smoke. Leaves a bit of a weird round ahead of us here. Roman needs to win this long fight, and with sAw picking that up, that should really be the round decided.
Yeah, nothing wrong with saving here. It's the right call to make. Unfortunate timing for Story. He tries to help out at B. They have no info, and you know it goes back to what I said about how they were playing contact. Even though daviG could have found that mid-kill, they would rather just have the element of surprise, and they really did, walking all the way up to A before sAw even knew, and by the time they did, it was too late. They're going for this, by the way, but they just simply don't have the time. They've got to stick it. They're sticking it. They're actually on it. There's no way they're going to rob the round. Movistar deny it with milliseconds to spare. What a nice try. What an attempt. Oh, my goodness. But D through the smoke will do it for Movistar. It will save their soul. But my God, that was close.
Yeah, I can't believe they went for that. That's crazy. And the fact that it almost pans out for them.
Yeah.
You know, that's like reminiscent. I was having, you know, almost flashbacks of that like mouse sports rounds. I think it's like Wopstick and Rops retaking on Nuke super late. I think that was ESL Pro League Season 10 finals, if I remember right.
That's good. I think that is good memory right there. I think you nailed that, Harry. All right, another gunny. And one that is a little more expensive for sAw, because while it was worth the risk, it came with no reward. Double nades again, no one here. Nice picking Con. That's one of the 3 M4s out immediately. Jerk's gonna get a boost. Oh, that's bad timing. And they're gonna run gung-ho into the bomb site. No boost, no survivors, no defense here unless Jerks can do something. He's already found a kill. Moving up behind a smoke, daviG finds it back, and Story will have to save. No heroics in this round. Movistar battle to 5. This is a very good T-side beginning on Overpass. You know, all the maps in Pro League, I'll double check the stat, but after week 1, they were all T-sided except Overpass. I imagine we're not far away from that either. Right now, interestingly enough, Overpass is exactly 50-50. Vertigo is 50.08, or 50.8%. CT, so just about. And Mirage is the most CT map at 61%. That, however, does come with a caveat that is the lowest sample sized map with only 4 Mirages played. Shockingly enough, Nuke, the second most played map with 12 logged in the Pro League so far, is 54% T-sided. Oh, how the times are changing. T's really figuring out the options that that map provides. I'm even shocked that Overpass is 50-50 with 11 games played. Certainly wasn't the case after Group 1 of Pro League, right? This is definitely a B group type swap up. And this is a great call for Movi to just rush B when they know sAw have no money. The AWP is not here either. Oh, it's just jumped in. Oh, it's trapped.
Yeah, this is brutal. The AWP boxed into the pit. Story would have had to do something remarkable there.
Gives him a free AWP. That's pretty remarkable.
Take that all day long.
Yeah, it's quite a commitment. You know, not want to read into too much. He was never going to win that round, but he believed, and sometimes that's all it takes. But not
not
against the
this
Mac
time.
10s. No, the Mac 10s, you know, that if anything, the Mac 10s are better than AKs there because they just chase, they just double you mash, and you lose all your space. You're not going to be able to pick fights. The second you fire, they're going to be jumping over the top and chasing you down. So,
yeah, the reason why you highlight that risk is exactly what we're seeing now. They don't have the AWP in this round as a result. Right, you would have loved that to have been in an angle that would have allowed the save to come through. It was the only way you were going to have one.
But Martinez now well endowed towards connector. Mopol's looking for this B pick, and there are two players. They were playing close. Now Muturius backs off. So if they aggress here, they will die. Movistar have so much room in this round. Not only B short, but silent with connector full clear. They're up long. They're about to take toilets and you know, blanket sAw in this round, who really need a hero, like one player to just step up with a multi-kill. Missed Monster Smoke as well.
Yeah, I mean, the other problem you're going to have here is that you've been kind of forced to play super reactive Counter-Strike in this situation, right? You don't have any map control. You're not getting any info. You're starting to see them try to make up for this on the side of sAw by aggroing with 3 players over towards bathrooms right now. But this has left just one man down at B, and that kill from sawsoul has opened up the site. They're going to catch daviG, and now the true nature of this round starts to be uncovered by sAw, but they run into that AWP of Martinez down in the connector, and he's locked the round in for Movistar Riders.
Yeah. It's not even like sAw made a mistake in that one, right? Like the re-aggression was perfect. They found the info, but the key difference was Movistar weren't ready to commit. They still had the bomb and T-spawn to pick up. They still had the AWP and con covering rotations. So while sAw try and flank what they think is an execute, it's nowhere near that timing yet. And Martinez is still down in the dark with a double. Nice shooting. That could have gotten hairy. And Movistar Riders, man, picking up a dominant T-side right now on this map. 50-50 or not. 7 rounds is nothing to turn your nose up at, and I say that because it's going to be more. sAw ain't about to find 4 straight, not with this money. Movistar onto something with this map pick.
Yeah, they're in a real power position right now. And it's only gonna get like more lucrative, you know, as time goes on. The longer they stay here, they could just start running away with this T side right now. This was a kill that was a real turning point in the round, and then you had this as the closer from Martinez.
Oh. It's been exciting to watch. All tournament long, really, has Martinez. All in all, a good tournament for Movistar so far. Sure, that opener versus Heroic was never going to be pretty, but 2-0 complexity. Taking a map off of Furia and fighting for that series. Sure, they're still down the lower bracket. The last chance. But right now, they're in for the good. 7-4, more timeouts, more discussions for sAw on how they want to take this back.
Yeah, something's gotta change here for sAw. They've got to try and, you know, figure this out. I would love to see, you know, Story, he's actually been good, I would say, over towards this A side of the map and a lot of the side takes. But I think, you know, you're kind of at this point in the game now where maybe you look to have him be involved early if you can, right? If he's blessed with a spawn, maybe he doesn't want to take the risk peeking mid. I think that's fair enough, right? But even just that idea of like going through the motions as the AWP over towards toilets, just something so you feel a little more secure. If it's not going to come from Story with the AWP over towards A, it's likely going to have to come with a bit of action over towards that B site, right? Like whether that's trying to take short water control. You know, sometimes you see teams stand in the smoke over towards Monster and try like flash themselves through. We haven't seen these sort of like proactive plays yet out of sAw. They've had to play pretty reactively, relying on just having the right read in a lot of these spots.
And on top of that, they've not really had any, you know, not only has it been reactive, they've not already had any info or any map control at all, right? They've not had B short. They've
well, yeah,
not
exactly.
played in
It's like,
con.
think about it, right? Like down on B, they have 3 guys inside of the site a lot of the time, and then up on A, you have Story playing passive with the AWP, and then you have his teammate who's maybe like flexing a bit of long control, but that's normally the extent of it, right?
Yeah.
Roman's been like floating around over towards the bathrooms, occasionally pushing up over towards long. But it's leaving them in a spot where like they don't know the hit's happening till the hit's happening, and that's not where you want to be. You want to try and give, you know, someone like Multikill a little bit more to work with.
A slick movement for Roman because he doesn't make a tick on the molly. Well, it doesn't matter, does it? sAw still has his eyes on the prize. Backstab for Jerks, and it's not pretty. It's very ugly, Harry. sAw out of ammo. There's a trade, but that can just get Movistar riders going, get them riding into the sunset on that A side. There are still 2 CTs in position, but they are not armed for the job.
Yeah, this was nice though, right? This is what we were saying, right? A little bit more kind of proactiveness from sAw. The idea there was to try and fight for that connector control. They took short water away, and as a result, they have a very good picture as to how this round's shaping up. That's why we see 3 gambled up onto this upper site. They only have pistols, so they're likely not going to win this round, but... Oh, wow. Bloody hell, Alex. All right. Go on then, that was a lovely shot.
They're playing lights out right now. They're playing very reactive Counter-Strike and great trades. Martinez has done his role on the AWP. He's not been flashy, but he's hit the shots he's had to. But that's how you know you're doing well. It's not like, you know, you're on the T side of Overpass, but you're not relying on your AWPer to get these opening kills, whereas we're saying the exact opposite for sAw. Like, they need a 5v4 just to take the pressure off. But Movistar are just having Martinez at the back of the pack, ensuring flanks. What a flick. 8-4. Is there any hope for sAw, or will this map continue to be the bane of their existence? As I said, coming into this game, a 5-map loss streak on Overpass alone. And we are beginning to see why you cannot get away with CT sides this week. And so, as a result, this round is essentially a requirement. And Movistar knew that as well, so they're really sweating it. 3-1-1. It's a very nice default. Giving away a lot of map control. Harry, we asked for proactive Counter-Strike. We've got it. sAw have taken short water and connector, so they can bounce between the two. But of course, Movistar are on a triple upper, and they've lost all of their B info, though. That's a massive opener for Jerks.
Yeah, where this gets a little bit weird, right, is like these con players can't really leave. They don't have mid. They have short, sure, but they don't have the bottom of con, so they would have to smoke that to get out of there. Roman will have one. But for now, they're just going to sit pretty on this control. Ooh. And actually, could work to their favor that Marvi have started to recommit in towards the B side of the map. Because sAw goes walking in to Multikill in the connector. Now the rest of Movistar try to pick up the pace, but you're going to have a very, very quick rotate out of these 2 con players. Inside of the site, 2 men to hold it down. Just with the first. Nice. Jerks tagged up over towards short will get finished off. But there's Just with the trade. And now it's just Martinez left up in this one all alone. He gets wide swung, and you could just kind of tell from the setup there that that was going to be a much more comfortable round for sAw.
Yeah, able to trade off of each other, most importantly. Not that it was really required, but as you said, that quick rotation to B meant that Movistar were never getting out of Monster and actually crossing past the pillar. So nice setup change for sAw. That's what we've been waiting for in these last couple of low econ rounds, but they actually make it work on guns. It almost feels inevitable now that if it's not a B rush, it's going to be a, you know, a proper A take for Movistar, which has been working so well, but we do in fact have an AWP finally to receive. Movistar start louder towards lower. This time the 1-1-3, flipping the script. They're taking short very quick. sAw's trying to deny that con control, and it does get smoked off, but the CTs will be in no hurry. Trying to meet up in short water with Roman, who has been spotted. Or has not been spotted, rather. It's Jerks who was. It's a very tight setup on the CT side. No one can move a muscle. Oh.
Oh, they might be trying to trade this, and that could leave them in a very weird spot, but Just is taking some risks, and he'll reap the reward.
Back-to-back multi-kills for Just as well.
He said we needed a hero. That hero figure might be emerging. It's Just. Mutiras, you sneaky devil, hiding in that smoke. Brutal way to go for dabiG. And Martinez might just look to get out with this AWP. If he saves, he can drop a gun over heading into the last round. Doesn't need to, everyone can buy anyway, but he's just going to get out with this AWP.
Yeah, and again, kind of not the same setup for sAw, but double con. And even though they concede the first kill with Jerks getting caught, peeking short, they have layers to that fight. They re-aggress together, they trade from con to water, and they chase down Movistar, who are actually caught with nades in their hand in that round. Movistar, I'd love to just see them end this with some finesse, go back to that A-site crawl that did them so well in the first few rounds of this half. sAw have certainly closed the gap. They've done what they needed to. But the job is only just beginning.
Yeah, I think, you know, if Martinez had a bit more time there, he likely would have tried to just play to do damage. But I think with only, you know, like, oh, hello, he got run boosted out of spawn. That is clean as hell. He's going to be here that much faster.
Beats the molly.
Gets through the molly, barely even takes a tick of damage. He is out in mid far quicker than sAw should be ready for. That flash slowed him down for a moment, but they never put the Molotov out. They had a man past it. So it gives them a lot of freedom here.
That is a really nice play for Movistar, just sending one player, because I don't know how much of it I was watching GoTV, I don't know how much got caught in the stream, but, you know, one player just, with a better spawn, stopped for a second so he could jump. You're running down a ramp in T-spawn, aren't you? So he was elevated, he jumped on his teammate's head, went flying, got a lot of space there. Beating the mid-molly timing is impressive enough. Imagine if sAw actually fought for it. Well, for now, sAw, again, have a really nice setup. These last few rounds have been vastly improved. They've got double water, and that allows a heavier A-hold. And Story, someone who is playing safe but smart on the CT side, is in the right position with an AWP yet again. Might be able to play into this round in a big way. Martinez is looking for that pick, and Movistar are execing.
Yeah, I think it shows just how much the CT side started to find its way, in that they've kind of forced Movistar's hand back into one of these A plays. The B side, they were finding a lot of success here. Marpaz, this might be unfortunate. He's just fully left it.
That's the round. That could decide the round.
It likely will, because Justin's got such a good timing, but a quick turn for Alex. Jerks don't want to commit now, but with 20 seconds, Movistar's hands are tied. They're committed into the A play, whether they like it or not. Up through the connector, the bomb's gotten away from them now. And for Alex, he can't win this. So sAw managed to pick up 7 to close out that first half. It's damn near neck and neck. Who's going to close it out? We'll have to find out in just a minute.
On a Tuesday, I'm Bruce Lee, turn your ego into souffle. Feel new, that pop bottles of Douce with my real new. That's down south like Bousse. Turn the VIP into the projects. Don't pay attention to the ghosts that y'all set. I'm out in Bali, girl from Somali. Put her in a ring and I'ma hit her with the ollie. Started up the business, turned that into a car. Used to work the lobby, moved it up a couple floors. Views of the hood, turned that into the shore. I just made another M, I gotta go get me some more. Said a waitress, sweat another round. Millie on my wrist, I bust it down. King in my city, wear the crown. Got a check, need another now. I can never get enough. Woo! Yeah, that's right. I can never get enough. Come on. Woo! I can can never get enough. You can't get money, need a new set. Try to go against session, need a new bet. Been here 10 summers, boy, and I ain't lose yet. Cause I can never get enough.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I blow soon, soon. Knew as a child, back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my room, room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in a room. I been so real, I'm dead to the tomb. They in the way, they gotta move. I got a gas, they running on fumes. Told them way back, it's something new. It's me and Dan, you gotta choose. I'm taking what's mine, I'm doing fine. Don't see the vision, they looking so blind. I hit my lower, I don't got the time. Crossing my T's and he dotting those eyes. Don't take offense if I do not oblige. I can't be labeled like none of these guys. They hit me once and I'm cutting the ties. I was so low, but I'm back on the rise, it's real. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I blow soon, soon. Knew as a child, back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my room, room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm hopping now I gotta go. I'm looking back, they not even close. I had a 4, now I need a ghost. I got a wave like I'm on the coast. Same ones are down and I dare the show. So the way that I'm balling, they think I'm a pro. I'm getting sick by the money I grow.
The Movistar riders came rip-roaring on their motorcycles right through their T-side with 8 rounds, but you can't deny that sAw have managed to cut their way through, shaping up to be a bit of a banger, if I say so myself. I'm here with Harry Russell. Take it away, champ.
Yeah, thank you very much, Hugo. Yeah, no, I mean, I think for sAw, it might feel like a bit of a disappointing first half in spite of the climb back to even keel at the end, right? Because it could have been so much more. It was like the realization just came a tad too late, and they at least stuck the landing on those last few rounds. They've opened up the T-side pistol. Ooh. Quick double down in con. Davy G even taking one to the dome as well. And Movistar decide they don't want to hang around and fight for this. That's free, so sAw gets that one.
Oh, how
even holds on, controls the dual Berettas for 2.
And now can just reset as well. They are going up to A, but not forever, as the time will elapse and sAw will get weird with it. They've got so much to clear. Look at how patient they're being to check out T-Spawn. That's going to give Movi the time to get situated. Choose whether they want to commit to holding pre-plant or if they want to play a retake round. It will probably be the former, especially with these dualies here. So this is good space taking because Davi's going to have the info and he can just give it up after a single bullet, and there it is. He can chill, wait for sAw, and if sAw try and stick that plant, they're in for a nasty surprise.
Yeah, they're not looking at sandbags, so that's free. The dual Berettas stand tall with 4.
Good shooting, good shots, you know, ultimately. Not just the one tap that was free, but recover that very important long toilets kill. That without that, you lose that kill. Suddenly you're 3v2 down, and sAw have not only B but long, and they can do whatever they want. They can drag you between the sites. They can fake you out. Instead, sAw just puts on a bit of a show. And right now he is, if we look at the scoreboard, he is heads and shoulders above everyone else in his team, and maybe even the server, over double his next best teammate. Because, well, all 4 of them are on 8. And he's on 18. Not bloody bad. Glock's out now. Movistar, essentially a free round. Take it or leave it, but you know they're going to cash in their chips.
Oh, hello, blinder, lovely opener. That must have been a tiny angle. Martinez has a couple of Glocks here that he's looking to deal with. The rest of the gang move around, though. And the Jerksteak finds itself another. Over at long, just has been spotted. Now, don't lose the bomb here, but there he is losing the bomb there. And Mopos mops up that pesky Deeg over towards short in the meantime.
Nice shot for Jerks, right? Got to give it to him. That was not a normal check.
Yeah, I'm really curious what angle he had.
He just, it's a pixel angle. He just
couldn't
really
actually see it from the other side.
He just really cleared that pixel angle, I think. It was only an info angle for whoever it was on the other side, and he was ready, man. There you go.
Oh, tiny.
It looks better for him, but it's not easy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's further away from the angle, I guess. So
yeah.
that's the reward for you.
That's a good tip. If you're ever in a 1v1 and someone is and then you both know where each other are, so you're playing one piece of cover, you're both in front of the piece of cover, don't wide swing, but step backwards and then wide swing. That'll do you a lot better. It will really upset crosshairs. Sometimes stepping backwards and taking the exact same fight, but just a few feet back is going to make a world of difference in this game, just because of how angles work.
Great example of that is like if you're ever Nuke trying to play a door post plant as a T in a 1v1 and the last guy's dropped out heaven into the site and he's, you know, you're playing that like cat and mouse game, right? When you eventually do want to fight that, try put yourself a little further away from the hut.
Back up. Obviously only if your gun allows you to. But, hey.
Well, look, if you're playing it with like a Nova or something, you probably already
shouldn't back up. Go for
me, I'm always playing with Novas.
I got MG1 though.
Oh, that's pretty sick, man. All right, Martinez with this orb.
Whoa!
Little jump in. He sees them at long. He knows they're here. They've piqued his interest. But now they've got to peek the bank. Ooh, missed shot, and now they're close. They're really trying to take this space away. Martinez nails that opener. Jack's dead. This one's starting to get away from sAw. They're going to have a plant here. They're boxed in, but there is this timing for Just. He's not even considering that they could be up short yet, and his teammates are falling like flies in the sight. Just gets his one kill. The bomb's at truck. There shouldn't be a way you can win this.
Spot.
And it's a plant that's too deep anyway. If you did want to try and play this,
show me that defuse again.
Swing.
That's crazy. Look at this angle. What's so covered? Even if he was going for it, yeah. I mean, Just knew there was a late player T-spawn, so he was just trying to catch that player. But if he literally looked to his right, there was a guy in divider wide open. Sure, killing him, alarm bells, but so tunnel vision. And Movistar Riders, they get it done again. Despite that miss from Martinez, recovered well. And saw quite a predicament now on the T side because they didn't have the lead. They're on the harder half. It's already a map with a horrible track record. And now they're losing gun rounds, Harry. Bomb plant will allow a rebuy, but they're not going to have many more chances if they don't get started soon. And Movistar are bringing so much energy as well because even with the late comeback and saw, you know, having some nice rounds, just putting on some big moments, Movistar have knowingly been in control this entire match. And so they've been screaming the whole time. Of course, that can light a fire under players. We've talked about that at the Pro League and how, you know, players can sometimes react when they're getting screamed down. We've heard nothing out of sAw. No reason to celebrate. And Movistar keep picking up energy, keep picking up steam, and keep picking up rounds. Fruitless. There's nothing on that tree. Oh, even the wall bang, they can't catch a break.
Yeah, just a second too late on that. Movistar, got to give them credit. You know, in the same way that sAw had a nice proactive CT side towards the end where they were constantly pressuring and taking space, it was a big problem for them early on. Movistar have kind of picked it up straight away, right? They've got all this control, and I mean, just really like try to recall how some of these early sAw CT rounds looked and just how little info they had. Movistar have got buckets of the stuff to open up this second half,
and that's why it's weird, because one of the first gun rounds of the first half, we were saying how sAw were throwing all this util towards B short, and we're saying, you know, teams are playing very proactive here. Even if it's not necessarily taking it, it's going for these boosts, it's going for info, it's comboing nade stacks. And look, first or second gun round, Movistar have done that boost with a condor nade, and they've got a kill and they fall off. It's very low risk to make those plays, especially early in the half before the tees are conditioned. And now they're just so comfortable here. Sure, they have rotated out. Only 2 players here. But Martinez, he's got the orb.
Yeah, these con men go running into Martinez, and he's not falling for their tricks. daviG as well. Lock them out.
Easy.
And so that attempt to come down the connector, splitting a B late, is locked out. Movistar Riders, the con dominators.
Safe and secure. They protect as always, Harry.
Extra thick. Look at that.
Bullets, they're not ripped for anyone's pleasure. sAw are getting ripped apart instead. Pistols out.
Can't believe we haven't had con dominators before. No, but like I know, I feel like we kind of thought of every joke
right? After so many casts, you think we've said everything, but things still come out. They're bottom of the barrel, sure, but they're still new.
I thought it was good. I thought it was creative.
Yeah, sure.
Right,
Yeah.
Alex with the opener.
Yes.
The rest of sAw trying to get out Monster.
Good luck.
Flashes raining in, streaming around the site, just with a kill. That's something for sAw to hold on to, but for how long? Mopos and daviG make quick work of the guys in the site. And so Movistar are in with another.
It's a great setup, right? They're just leaning all the way back in CT against the pistols. They weren't willing to not only get picked by a rush, right, if everyone comes through Monster, but even if they do die, the guns aren't takeable by those Tech9 players. And so, yeah, sAw again just get cut in 2 by these magicians. Seeing some cool things in the CT side for Movistar. They're looking very comfortable.
If I were a magician, would you let me split you in half?
Well, you're not a magician. You already do, so...
Yeah, we haven't tried to practice that. It would be one hell of a caster intro. Nades into ramp. I always called him Ramen.
Ramen.
Ramen got naded.
Ramon.
TS is Ramen.
Ooh, just getting bullied by nades. He's been the one guy that we could seemingly rely on near the end of that CT side for sAw. But is that just it? Is it just?
No, it's just Harry, mate. That's the... there we are. Like, over towards long.
Oh, they line up.
sAw! That could have been the double.
Good save.
The Multikill. Not going to let that happen.
Nice.
Story.
Maybe.
That's one more to the tally, and suddenly the script is flipped. We're into this 4v3.
I can't read upside down, Harry. How am I going to deal with this? sAw gets a group down lower again. Movistar with a double monster. It's going to get spotted. Just didn't get that shot off, though, and they saw him, so... bonks out a smoke. Still has a Molotov on this B site as well. And Martinez, he could play the flashes, but he's probably just going to stay scoped right now, wait for that contact. Oh, good T-flash. Martinez gets a kill, but daviG trades. That's worthwhile. It's worth its weight in gold. 2v2. Jerks out in the site. daviG commits into the Monster side, and now he's cleared it out. He could really back up if he wants. He's staying for the kills, hungry for apples, and he's got himself another. Choose through 2. It's sAw on the back foot again. Movistar winning the most ridiculous rounds. A 3-on-4 they had no business in, Harry.
Yeah, I said coming into this is a bit of a reoccurring map in this matchup between these teams that frequently face off. Movistar have not lost Overpass in this series versus sAw.
Yep.
This is on track to be their most dominant win with this lineup. With some bias in, they had a 16-2 at one point. So,
okay. Makes sense. Yeah, take the wheels off. Just go crazy. sAw, when nothing else works, sometimes it's time to get all bricked up. Like a car with no wheels. You've seen that, I'm sure.
Yeah, when they put the bricks where the wheels are.
It's nice of them. They could have just left the chassis, but, they brought some bricks.
Little chassis.
Yes.
What sorry, that's your rapping name.
Little chassis. Tickets on sale.
Ooh, Martinez saw a shoulder.
Hello.
Seeing a shoulder, looking to take even more than that. But they're not going to peek him. They're not going to give him the fight. He's creeping wide. There's now a smoke in the way. I'm sure he appreciates that.
He's still going for it, man. This is a send from Martinez. And they're doubled up, which does give a big gap on long, but now that's relieved some tension here in the lower site. A well-timed boost. They can rotate back up. Martinez gets back just in time and even spots and come out long.
Yeah, Martinez full blind, but Alex turning around from close over towards the bathrooms. Out of ammo, but his AWP chimes in to try save the day.
I feel like I've seen Martinez miss 100 shots on the CT side. He's missing so many shots, but he's still not dying. They don't even punish him. He's 15 and 8. And don't get me wrong, he's hit some nail biters. He's hit some very important kills, especially on T side. But like, when he's playing bank, he's not getting any kills. They're just sailing past him. He like over
he
flicks.
got that one.
Yeah, okay, but like I've seen a lot of missed shots.
1 out of 2.
It hasn't
That's
mattered.
50%. That's a passing grade.
Look, I'm saying he's doing great, Harry. He's doing fantastic. I don't know how he's not getting punished though. Saw a last hurrah, perhaps. An empty T side. Not a single round to their name. Do they have anything to show us? Will it be a whimper? And will it be a 12% win rate map going lower than ever? Lower than maybe Henry G's stance in the 1v1s. Or maybe that's a stretch.
Alex traded after 1. They've dealt with that point man in the bathrooms. Bit of re-aggro. Movistar take away. Well, that one's free. Story just decides long's clear. Mutierrez has
go
found
back.
this timing down towards B, so the box.
Maybe.
Oh, but Mopos.
Oh, he can win the game.
Oh, Mopos is about to ruin it. He's going to steal everything from sAw. The bomb gets away from them. And Mutierrez's hard work is all for naught as now he's left in the 1v3.
Unbelievable robbery for Mopos, and you know he's ready for 3. This guy has been a tank here in the Pro League. Mutierrez goes hunting, and he has found a kill quickly against the AWP. He's got to drop off, find Mopos, and he does. 2 kills. Mutierrez on for the clutch, and he almost ran into sAw, but almost doesn't cut it. 20 seconds. He can stick this plant. But the flank will be quick. However, it won't matter. Perfect plant position.
Mutierrez is the veteran player of this sAw squad. sAw top performer right now for the Movistar Riders. This is a tense 1v1 for the game. sAw moving in. He's got all the requirements to get on this bomb. He won't be given a fight till he taps it, so smoke comes out. He gives that bomb a little tap. It's going to bait some util out of Mutierrez, and now sAw knows where he is. With that swing, he's locked it in. And the Movistar Riders keep up appearances on Overpass, still undefeated versus sAw on this map.